What is up, people? You know who it is. It's your boy Jambuzzy, and in today's video I'm going to teach you about the newest development for Call of Duty World War II Nazi Zombies. Yes, this is breaking news. Breaking news at this hour. There's been a new development for Call of Duty World War II Zombies, and it has taken the community by storm. 5 minutes ago, Glenn Schofield tweeted out this image of Nazi zombies with the world trailer reveal. Release date confirmed for July 20th. Should be pretty amazing. Silly voices aside, this is going to be pretty awesome. I can't wait to see what Sledgehammer has up their sleeve to reveal on July 20th. That confirms, because July 20th does take place within the Comic-Con scheduling, that we will see this reveal trailer at Comic-Con. If you're paying attention to coverage, you might get some exclusives down there in San Diego. For the rest of us who ain't there, it should be online and very much visible to everyone else. I am super stoked. If you remember last year, they sort of did a reveal of Shadows of Evil around that time. This time it should be pretty sick. I cannot personally wait to see what they cook up over there at Sledgehammer. If you know me, you know what I like about zombies. And what I really appreciate is how they're taking that whole horror aspect route, at least with their marketing material. That's what it certainly looks like. That's what it looks like to me. And if you even look into, say, how originally the zombie storyline played out with Treyarch, it was very, very, very similar sort of to this. They had Group 935, which was a Nazi outfit that actually was conducting a lot of these experiments with the zombies and creating the wonder weapons, the WUNDERWAFFE, that were used. Derisa, aka the Giant, is an actual facility that the Nazis used for Die Glock. And that's not a gun, okay? Because a lot of people are going to start saying that. A lot of people who aren't zombies YouTubers. I'm talking about these multiplayer YouTubers are gonna come in here and they're gonna say Die Glock was a gun. Okay? Okay? No, it wasn't. We have the evidence. We have the archive footage. Don't get this twisted. These people are not your friends. They are enemies of the community. They're going to come in here and say, Die Glock, you can get 12 bullets with it. Well, you can't, first of all, because Die Glock means the bell, okay, in the German. And what that was a Nazi zombie experiment conducted at the Derisa facility, aka the Giant. You want to know what it was? Well, it's classified. All we know from leaked research papers. You see the research papers all online. You do your own research there. You find out what happened. And you know what was? The Glock was a fucking wonder weapon. You can put the serum in it. It makes cells demolecularize. It makes them cells demolecularize, and it starts to levitate. But these people think it's a gun, and they'll come in here in their droves and start saying this nonsense at you. And that's what will happen when Nazi Zombies comes out for World War II. You're going to get a lot of these people who do not have a remote clue about the secret history of World War II, the occult obsessions that one Adolf Hitler did have, and he drove the Nazis to explore some of these. It's all very well documented. There were secret hidden weapons that were meant to be used during World War II that never even got used. Now, this is all sort of the springboard, the starting off point for the Treyarch Zombies. And I can see why it fits so well with World War II. That's sort of when it all sort of starts. Certainly for at least being Nazi zombie terms, Nazis didn't exist before World War II. But I mean, what I mean is that this is going to be a more grounded game, which at least from what we're seeing, I'm pretty stoked for. Especially if you're getting your horror elements. You know, they did their Dead Space. And we've all been speculating in the community, when are we going to get this reveal trailer? Come on, John, when are we going to get this reveal trailer? So people have been looking at Glenn Schofield, Michael Condrey, and they've been waiting. People have been up all day since the game got announced. I'm talking, it's been at least 45 days non-stop harassing these people about this trailer. And now they gave us a definitive date to look out for, July 20. I'm saying 1 p.m. in the afternoon Eastern time. That's usually when this stuff always goes down for those of you who have a historical advantage. For those of you who have been in the community long enough, you've been watching, you've been learning, you've been out there experiencing what Call of Duty has to offer. You look at the schedule, you put it all together. Every year it's always at 1 in the afternoon. You put that in LA time, what is that? Put it 3 hours back. What is it? You do the math, dog. You do the math. You figure it out. I'm not going to spell it out for you, but it is in the AM when they do it there. Or was it 1 in the afternoon LA time? Oh, damn! I didn't figure it out! Or maybe I did. Maybe we're ahead of the curve. It will be broadcasted at 1 in the afternoon at some point, I imagine. We have lots of time zones, you know? You can just watch it then. What I'm trying to say is, we've been waiting for so long to see this trailer. We want to see what Sledgehammer has up their sleeve. I'm pretty excited. If it's going back to sort of this roots that Treyarch did, where it's, oh my god, the Nazis are starting this craziness, and we're getting a more brutal, sort of grounded edition. Not that the last ones haven't been, but that's where I want to see at least Sledgehammer take their game. That's what I want. That's what we're seeing. That's where the path we're being led down. So I want to see it head down that fully and completely and totally. Because if this is what the tones are, if this is the images we're getting a zombie with no lower jaw with all these screwed up teeth. Oh man, are you not excited? Are you not entertained? Is this not going to be amazing? I think it personally will be. Hopefully. That's hopefully. We'll have to wait till that trailer drops, July 20. Remember, this is breaking news. This is the first people even heard about this. You will not find a video on YouTube. You might find one or two, okay? You might find one or two from these people who are getting in on it early, saying, oh, this is new. Well, you have a Zombies YouTuber right now breaking this stuff down, breaking it for you as it happens, right as it happens. I literally was sleeping. What happened was my phone went off. Ding, ding, ding. Hey, wake up. Hey, wake up. You gotta see this. And I was like, oh man, we're gonna make a video on this right now. This topic is so topical. We gotta get in on this ground floor while it happens. And I'm excited. This is gonna be amazing. Are you kidding me? If Zombies goes back to like that World War II feel, and you get that sort of feel that Origins got going on, and that was World War I. You get that old school feeling of Zombies back. Like that's a big deal. This will be very, very good. Hopefully. We know we have a Burger Town on record, so that's something to consider too. If you were an Exo Zombie fan, that was DLC 1. Well, not really. It's DLC 2. Because they started, how Exo Zombies started, I'm going to give a little history lesson. I was around in A-Dub. A lot of these people, a lot of these guys right now weren't. So they don't know what they're talking about. Exo Zombies when it started out. You want to tell me? You want to tell me how this went down? I was there. Okay. You're playing this this side mode, this third game mode. All it is you're fighting random employees of the Atlas Corporation, or you're working for Atlas, and it's all it is horde mode. Okay. In various settings. It literally does not matter which ones you do, but all you had to do is fight into the final one. So if you had a friend who was on the final one, I did. I played with a couple of YouTubers who were just starting out. So on the prison level, the final one, the final episode, and I'm talking there were lots of episodes here, and you had to beat them, and some of them are impossible to beat. Solo is how hard it was, and the prison was the hardest. So you go into prison, you do your time there, and what would happen at the end of that? It blew everyone's mind. This is how awesome it was at the time. You'd get that little taste of zombies in there. You'd fight it at the end. Suddenly there's a zombies outbreak on your last guy. Oh my god. That was absolutely insane. And then you're fighting all these people in the prison. You get in the helicopter. An Exo Zombie jumps up and rips the dude out. I mean, that was amazing. And then after that, you had your first map, which was really the start of it. So they actually started with a less of a... Their cycle was only a DLC season, really. Instead of it being like you get your whole like that should have unlocked a zombies map, to be honest. That should have unlocked that first map when you get that done, and a whole new game mode on your menu, but it didn't, unfortunately. That's some planning that should have gone ahead, but it didn't. Anyway, right after that, you had your Burger Town, and when we talk about Sledgehammer, you're going to talk about some good things. Burger Town cannot not be mentioned. If you omit Burger Town from the conversation as a possibility of how this can go, then I think you're not doing your diligence as a YouTuber, personally. What was Burger Town? Burger Town goes down as one of the worst maps of the zombies community history ever. What it was, Burger Town is a throwback to Modern Warfare 2. There's a level, Ramirez, that makes you do all these things. You're Ramirez, and you have to literally, he's like, Ramirez, take down that chopper. Ramirez, go fight those guys. Ramirez, take out that tank. So you have to frantically run around the Burger Town establishment trying to do this. This Burger Town, the zombies map, not as fun. And that was a single-player level of Modern Warfare 2. A-dub? Nah, bruh. Nah. What it was simple. Very simple. You had your Burger Town establishment at one end of it, which wasn't even the main... Like, it was the main attraction. So you're literally working your way to Burger Town. And then you start off in this one area, and you have to work your way over to Burger Town. It's going to cost you a whole bunch of points, and you have to go through the sewer. And man, when you go down in the sewer, it had one cool part. You can send the Crocs out, but then like the game is not built for you to go past a certain round. Like, I mean, you can, but what happens is they keep stacking all these ridiculous challenge rounds on. So instead of you having like how your zombies experience, you might be down with Treyarch. Okay, so you know on round 6 that it's a dog round. You know on round, what, 11, maybe 12? You know on 6, give or take, it's dogs. You know on 11 or 12, give or take, it's going to be the Panzer. Or maybe a mid-boss on a different map. Or even on Origins, you get no dog round, you get Panzer round 8. And if you don't have the staffs or a ray gun, you're in real trouble there, because how are you going to take out the Panzer? Well, when A-Dub launched Burger Town, it was how it was going down once you got past a certain round was every round there was always something new, a new challenge. So one of them was to escort the person out and the person just attracts all the zombies to them, and that's just a challenge to escort them out. If you don't escort them out, the power goes down and you lose all your perks for a while. So then you're now all of a sudden you're out in the wild, like basically going down to super weak form there. And then the next thing was they had like a boss zombie, which was like hard to kill. I mean, he's killable, but he's a challenge, obviously. That's to be expected. Then they had their infection mode, which I wasn't a big fan of. You got bit or something, you had to go to the infection pad and cleanse. And then, but if you got infected, the zombies still kept running after you to kill you. Instead of like, oh, I'm a zombie now. Like, no. It just worked out real weird. Like, they didn't ignore you when you get zombie blood in the Treyarch games. And then the worst part was the gas. Now, what they would do was they would gas half the map so you couldn't leave. And then these areas would just suddenly get gassed, and you have to escape before the gas comes in. Otherwise, you just go down and it's game over. So, like, they force you to play in certain areas. And even, like, you get an area unlocked. Once you get, like, Burger Town unlocked, I got it unlocked. I just spent the points, and now all of a sudden this place is getting gassed, so I have to go back into the sewer and play again. I mean, what the heck is that? Like, that doesn't even make sense to me. I get cordoning off certain areas, but every single round it was like a different area was getting cordoned off, and it just made the game completely just, that was a bad map. As a Zombies person, as a Zombies fan, we can't just forget about that. Like, that has to always be in the back of our heads. That certainly it has happened. It can happen again. It's a possibility. History dictates that it could happen again. I hope it doesn't. I believe Sledgehammer learned from that mistake, certainly. And I think the direction they're going in won't necessarily be similar to that, obviously. I mean, you're not getting your exosuits, you're getting your grounded zombies World War II experience horror zombies for the first time in a long time, which should be good. But I don't think anything will be as bad as Burger Town for the Sledgehammer group. I hope not. I hope they don't. They could do it. They could do it very easily. Don't get me wrong. This is something that can happen very easily where the challenges stack up like that and no one wants to play the map. I think they're going to go with the standard route we've been accepting so far. So I don't think that they're going to do that. I hope they don't. But anyway, what you guys learned today, we have a worldwide reveal, July 20th. Expect to see it on every social media platform. On YouTube, there will be a trailer. Mark my words. I'm no false digital prophet right now. I'm telling the truth. This is happening, July 20th. The image was tweeted out by Glenn Schofield today, less than 5 minutes ago. This is happening, people. Nazi zombies. It's happening, and it's coming. It's coming back. This has been a very short dip in the zombies community period, but greatness, my friends, only a few weeks away. I hope you're excited as I am, because this is going to be great. I have a feeling this will be great. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. It's a short little video. Actually, it's a fairly long video talking about World War II Zombies, breaking news. I don't usually do that, but it just happened that I was up at the right time to catch it. This was not even supposed to be the main video of today. I have an Easter egg going up that it's already uploaded. All I have to do is press public. It's going to be publicized at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you know where to be. 6 p.m. Be on my channel. You'll see it. It's a great one. I put quite a bit of time and effort, and this is something that not a lot of people have found on one of the classic maps of zombies. I'm talking people are still searching for this. People had to go to the lengths. I'm talking the actual physical lengths to find this Easter egg on other maps. of data mining. That's how crazy tonight's video is going to be. So I hope to see you then, my friends, and it will be good. Anyway, yeah, usual spiel, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys later on.